My name is Leo, and at 30 years old, I lived a life that felt far older. Every morning, I woke up with a heaviness in my chest that had nothing to do with my health and everything to do with my mind. My thoughts were like a crowded city street that never went quiet. I was constantly haunted by the ghost of a job I lost 2 years ago, the echoes of old arguments with friends, and a paralyzing fear of what tomorrow might bring. I tried to find happiness in new things, but the weight remained. People told me to just relax, but they didn't understand that my mind was a storm I didn't know how to calm. Desperate for peace, I traveled to a quiet cabin by a great blue lake to meet a man known as the teacher of stillness. When I finally found him, he was standing by the water's edge, looking so light and peaceful that he seemed to belong to the wind itself. I told him I was exhausted and that my life felt too heavy to carry. He didn't offer words of sympathy. Instead, he picked up a small, smooth stone and asked me to hold it in my outstretched hand without bending my arm. At first, the task seemed simple, even silly. The stone was light, and I held it with a confident smile. But as the minutes passed, the reality of the weight began to change. After 5 minutes, my shoulder grew stiff. After 10, my arm began to tremble. By the 20-minute mark, the stone felt as heavy as a mountain, and a sharp, burning pain radiated through my entire body. I cried out to the teacher, telling him I couldn't hold it any longer and that the weight was killing me. He looked at me calmly and asked if the stone had changed its weight since I picked it up. When I told him it hadn't, he simply said, "Then put it down." The moment I opened my hand and let the stone fall into the grass, the relief was overwhelming. My muscles relaxed, my breath returned, and for the first time in years, I felt a wave of true peace. The teacher then explained the secret I had traveled so far to learn. He told me that our problems, regrets, and worries are exactly like that stone. If you think about them for a few minutes, they are manageable. If you think about them for an hour, they begin to ache. But if you carry them all day, every day, they will paralyze you, making it impossible to move forward or feel joy. The pain I felt didn't come from the stone itself, but from my refusal to let go of it. I realized then that while I couldn't change my past or control my future, I had the power to choose when to set the weight down. I walked back down that mountain with the same life waiting for me, but I was no longer the same man. Now, whenever I feel the familiar ache of stress, I stop and ask myself, how long have I been holding this stone? Then I take a deep breath and I let it go.